Okay, in this video is about self-defense. Okay, now for those that haven't learned, self-defense, learning karate, how to, taekwondo and other forms of martial arts, which I highly recommend. Some are not able to do it, meaning some either can't afford to do it, some don't have time, which is understandable. For those that do, I tip my hat to you. There are other forms of self-defense, which, when it comes to firearms, which if you are able to, that's awesome. Training-wise, I tip my hat to you on that part. Um, when it comes to now, let's just say if you're not able to afford it for firearms, for self-defense, protection, robberies, there's a lot of different reasons why you would want to have firearms. But depending on where you're at, and depending on the situation, you may not be able to get firearms, or maybe it's just too, maybe the cost is too great. In which case, then, now let's just say if you don't know karate, or maybe you do, but maybe you can't purchase a firearm based off your situation. That's understandable. Karate is doesn't require a license to carry, and just self defense. The combination between martial arts, karate, taekwondo, and there's another form of self defense you can actually get your hands on, which is this shockwave torch. Now, with the shockwave torch, essentially, I'm going to show you a bit of a video about it. Is a essentially a tactical gun, stun gun, military grade. Um, it packs as a stun gun torch, meaning, as you notice, I said stun gun and torch, meaning acts or it does the same thing as a stun gun, and it's as hard as a torch for for survival methods. Just like a firearm and karate. Um, and is super sharp. For the aspect of using as a weapon. Um, as far as and there's no license required to actually have this. Depending on the state, there's certain states that won't allow this, but that's just like anything else. Different states have different regulations, and I'm gonna get right to the video. Now here we go.
This right here is the Shockwave Torch. Pretty extreme name, huh? Well, that's because this tactical flashlight is pretty damn extreme. We made the Shockwave Torch because we wanted to give Americans an awesome, legal to carry everywhere self defense tool. This thing is a beast. It's made from aircraft grade aluminum and is built like a tank. I treat mine like dirt, and it works the same as it did the day I got it.
I love
One of the
that.
best things about this light is how bright it is. Out here in Texas, it'll light up an entire field at night. It's
Well, and I'm just gonna pause the video just for a moment now. Self-defense wise, if it'll light up an entire football field, imagine what'll happen when you got a robber or whichever, you know 5 to 6 feet from you, or 10 feet from you. It'll literally blind them, and to be able to escape, and so on and so forth, and all that, which makes it awesome. And yeah, as you can tell, the stun gun part. And back to the video.
so bright, I don't recommend shining it in someone's eyes, unless you want to temporarily blind them. That's actually what makes it one of the greatest self defense tools ever, but it's not the main reason. What you heard right there is what makes the Shockwave Torch a badass survival tool worth $60.
Yep.
Believe it or not, this puppy packs a 4.5 million volt stun gun inside. That's powerful enough to stop a grown man's heart. And it's powerful enough to help keep you safe if you were ever attacked. See this? We put a safety on it because it's so powerful. Pretty damn powerful.
And that's pretty much the end of the video on that. I do actually want to say, because I've done some research on this for you. The size of this is I mean, in comparison of like a equipment type flashlight for like for construction workers, this size of this, you can literally fit it inside your purse. For women, yes, it's lightweight. It's military grade metal, so it's pretty indestructible. And I don't remember if they showed this in the video, but I will say that the lifetime charge on this is for a long so many years. Which case, I myself, I put in an order for well, whenever it gets here, should I say, based off of the circumstances of the post office, so on and so forth. But the cost of these is extremely cheap. Yeah, I believe it. What, 30. My apologies. I believe it's like $42. I believe, at least when I actually purchased it. But hopefully the limited time price would not won't be the 50% off when you choose to order it. If you choose to order it, then again, this is mainly a review video, helpful video. For those that need to see this, help people see it. But yeah, it's it, you know, it, if a person or woman can't handle the kick of a firearm, well, you don't got to worry about the kick on this flashlight. Yeah, it's put in your purse, put in your car. Get multiple of them. Survival tool. Chances are, from a predator wise, just say out in the wilderness for a survival kit. If you can't get to your firearm, well, you can probably actually blind a predator with this, or shock them too, depending on how close proximity that you are. Whether if it's a bear, uh, alligator, depending on if you're in parts of Florida, um, uh, or just plain simple robbery, home invasion. There's those the other horrific. I'm trying not to go too much into horror itself, but when you have an unwanted attack from other people and whatnot of any sorts, whether if you're walking home late at night and not worried about getting jumped or whichever and all stuff. But overall, I do want to say the shockwave torch, if you can't afford doing karate, can't afford a firearm or whatnot, the shockwave torch, and at least in my opinion, is actually a very good piece of equipment. Whether or not if you actually use it or not, yeah, it's just say if you don't use it for protection or whatnot, it gets super hot or whatnot, so you can actually use it to light a fire. Because I've actually looked that part up and all that. And I wish I could have actually showed you on this video. So my apologies on that part. But it definitely is whatnot. There's much more information when you actually go through, and for those that want to purchase it and all stuff, I highly recommend it and whatnot. But above all else, you still got to make the choice on your own and whatnot. I myself already made the choice. I mean, I'm probably gonna wind up buying about two or three more of them. But anyways, and I love how that actually says makes the guys their pants in terror. I actually love that and whatnot because it actually will. I've looked up people that have actually done it and whatnot. But yeah, I highly recommend it and all that stuff. So yeah, if you get a chance, take a peek. And if you get another chance, whatnot, buy one or whatnot, give it a shot. I mean, there's one thing I've learned in these things: you got to buy them and test them yourself to see if they actually work and all. But anyways, with this in mind, I hope you enjoyed the video. There's gonna be more to come, whatnot. Feel free to subscribe on the video if you want. There's gonna be lots more coming as far as an education on different things and all that. Feel free to share the video if you want, if you like it. That'd be cool. Yeah. If you don't, hey, that's fine. I fully understand it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you watch the next one. Thanks for watching.